you've got your test coming up. I'm going to give you some quick tips to help you to pass that driving test. So one of the things that I always say to my pupils when they're about to set the driving test is try and drive like normal. It's as simple as that. Don't try and complicate things, I suppose. Don't try and be too enthusiastic about getting on with something. Don't try and rush. You'd be surprised how many people will come back from the driving test and they get done for speeding, or they get done for not checking around properly because they're rushing. And what you've got to remember is if you can just stay focused on your driving and what you can do, which is what you're good at. And there's always, with a learner, there's always a few things that they're good at and a few things that they're a little bit iffy at. And what you've got to say is the good stuff I know I'm good at, and the iffy stuff I've got to concentrate more on. And here's a great example. I had a lad recently who failed his driving test, and I was talking to him, and afterwards, so what's going wrong on your driving test? Because it was this couple of times he's failed, and he goes, it's too quiet on the test, James. It's too quiet. When I'm driving along with the examiner, there's too many points on the test where nothing happens, and he's watching me. So I said, well, just put the radio on then, so it's not so quiet. Simple as that. It's a simple tip. Put the radio on so it's not silence in the car. He done that, and he was fine. I asked him afterwards. I said, "What happened then on your test? Did it make a difference?" "Oh yeah. I come to a junction and I slowed down, gave way because it was busy. And while I'm checking, the examiner's just watching me, and I could hear the radio in the background, nice and low, playing a tune. I recognised the tune," he said, "but I didn't know what it was. But just that kept me focused, and I didn't get nervous, and I didn't rush. I just took my time, pulled out when it was safe." That's just one quick tip that can help you. Another one that will definitely help you would be when you're moving off, don't rush. So they're going to pull you over 4 or 5 times on the driving test, and as soon as you're pulling over, they're saying to you, "Right, off you go when you're ready." As a learner, all you were at that point is, off you go. So get yourself ready with your pedals, make sure you're in the correct gear. You'll be surprised, because if you're rushing, you might have left it in gear. So get yourself in the correct gear, and once you're ready with your pedals, start doing them checks, finishing with that right shoulder before you move off. And if your part's on the right hand side doing a manoeuvre and you're about to rejoin the traffic on the left, you finish with your left shoulder. It's simple things that people forget that are so important to driving safely, because that's what it's all about. The examiner's assessing you to make sure that you can pass that standard to drive on your own. And so many people fall flat on it because of nerves, because of rushing, because of just sheer panic on the day, and you need to stay focused. And which brings on to the next thing is when you're coming up to a junction or a roundabout, and here's an example. We'll use a roundabout on this occasion. You're coming to a roundabout and you're following the road ahead, and it's a roundabout that you don't recognise, and this is normal. So you've got to do what you normally do. So it's either going to be left, middle, or right, depending on what it's going to be when you get there. Now, you approach a roundabout in the left lane. It's a dual carriageway, so we'll use that as an example. You're approaching in the left lane, and as you get closer, there's a bit of traffic in front of you, and you can't say whether it's going to be 3 lanes or whether it's going to be 2 lanes at the roundabout entrance. So you stick to the left side. You're not too sure at that point, too much traffic. As you get closer to the roundabout, you realise you're in the left side and you should be in the middle side. The best thing you can do then is go left. Obviously, if it's dead and it's quiet and you can check and you can get out safely, then great. But 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to go left because it's safer to go left. But the amount of people will try and force their way back into that middle lane or go ahead in the wrong lane and get a serious or a dangerous, it will be unreal. So that's another little tip. If you find yourself in the wrong lane at a roundabout, go where your lane's going and be safe. Don't try and force your way to where the examiner wants you to go. And here's another one on roundabouts that crops up quite often. You'll be going to a really big busy roundabout, and just say, for instance, you're doing a right turn and there's 5 exits and the exit you want's the 4th exit, and it's packed, and that's scary enough for most people. Packed roundabout, loads of exits, and it's a triple lane roundabout, and you find yourself stuck in the right lane, gonna miss your exit. So what? You've missed your exit. Don't panic about it. You can't change what's happened, but what you can do is keep yourself safe. And that's the important thing about driving, is keeping yourself safe, not hurting you, not hurting people in the car and things around you. So if you miss your exit and you're in the right lane, stay in the right lane, go all the way around. Just say, for example, I've missed my exit, I'm going to stay in the right lane, go all the way around, and just keep an eye on them exits and try and get back round to get off safely. And if you're halfway across the roundabout, say you're in the middle lane at that point, it might not be safer enough to go back to the right lane, so you might want to take the exit afterwards and just say, I'm sorry, I've missed the exit, it's safe enough to take the next exit and come off then. If it's not a motorway, you're fine. So that's another little tip then. And the final tip I'm going to give you is, when you're waiting to go in, get there a few minutes early. Don't get there dead on time, because you'll probably find you're going to be in a queue of traffic trying to get into the car park. It does say on the signs outside test centres, don't arrive till 5 minutes before. So arrive 5 minutes before, or arrive 10 minutes before, but around the corner waiting to go in, so that you're prepared, so you're not rushing to get to that test centre. So remember, these are all quick tips that you probably already know about. I hope they're helping you, by the way, because if they are, give it the thumbs up. And with your driving test, remember, if you think you've made a mistake, or you think you've missed something, or you've done something wrong, then don't let your head drop. Just focus on keeping it safe. Because my people this week, when the examiner got back from the driving test, the examiner says to him, just writing a few things down, how do you think you've done then? My people said, I think I failed again. So I said, well, why do you think you failed? The examiner said, well, and then the examiner said, exactly. If nothing wrong, you're fine, you passed. So don't give up. Even if you think you might have failed, don't give up. Keep your standard up, and good luck on that driving test. Let me know how you get on. Take care, and watch out for my next video next week.